Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tega. I make videos about my life in the UK as a senior carer. If you are yet to subscribe to join this beautiful channel, please click on that subscription button, turn on your post notification, and you'll be the first to know when I upload another interesting video. Today I'm going to be beginning my pregnancy series and a series of questions which I want to answer. And I said for my previous video that I'm going to be doing a pregnancy series, and I'll be telling you things you need to know when you find out you're pregnant in the UK, either as a care assistant or as a senior carer or whatever role you are, things you need to know. So today I'm going to be telling you how to tell your employer you are pregnant. I know that big shock you get when you find out you're pregnant, most especially what I felt when I found out at the early stage, because I was just joining the company and I found out I was pregnant. So it was like a shock to me. So if you're in a scenario like that, or a situation like that, or you have already worked with the company for a long time, it's still good to know how to tell your employer you're pregnant. So sit back, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, while we get right into the video. So according to the UK government's website, you are to inform your employer 15 weeks before your due date that you're pregnant. So you can inform them immediately you find out. It's not a bad idea as well. You can inform them midway, but you must inform them 15 weeks before your due date, meaning that 15 weeks before your due date is like almost 4 months, meaning that you can tell them 4 months before the baby is born, so that they can be able to prepare for you, and in case they need to recruit a staff to cover you while you're on your maternity leave, or they need to make adjustments for you. So telling them on time is a way for them to prepare for your baby as well. You might be in dilemma. What do I tell them? How should I tell them? How do I notify them? First of all, you need to go through the protocol of your company on how to inform your employer you're pregnant. Some they are written in like the company handbook, or they can have like an app whereby you can read their policies on regarding maternity and everything. Go through the policies, go through the handbook or whatever they give to you regarding your company policy. Read it and read it thoroughly, so that you can know what to write and how to inform and who to inform. In my case, I was supposed to inform my registered manager, and when I informed my registered manager, she actually copied my line manager and the other managers in the company as well, but she was the main person I sent the message to. Then when she responded to me, she copied the rest people, meaning that those people were supposed to be in the mail in the first place. So that's like a mistake I made. So if you want to copy the manager, you can copy your line manager, your care coordinators, and whoever is supposed that you are directly working with. So these are the people that she copied in the mail where she responded back to me, meaning that they should be aware of the notice I gave to them. So I'm going to be reading the email I wrote. I knew I didn't really write like a solid email, but I just went on Google to like search for a format to go about it. So I'm going to be looking down. So if I'm looking down, just know I'm reading from my other phone what I wrote to them and the response they gave back to me. So just sit back while I read the message to you. So what I wrote was that I said, hello, I just greeted, and I just went, what the topic of the email was maternity notification. So it just pop on the screen, like, oh, maternity notification, because all these things like correspondence whereby you don't have to, if you put like a good heading so that in case they say they don't see it, they will definitely know that this is like maternity, in case they said, oh, they didn't get your mail or something. So I just put it maternity notification in case they need to refer back to it. So that's what I put on the subject of my email. Then I proceeded to I'm writing to notify you that I am pregnant. I know it's not really planned for this way, but God's plan. I don't know why I wrote that, but I think I was panicking because I felt it was too early. So that's why I wrote that. It was not really what I planned for, but it's God's plan. Please, I would like to know if I qualify for the statutory maternity pay. So that's the one that you are being paid by your employers. And I will also like a risk assessment to be carried out, so that I and the baby will be safe while I continue to carry out my job diligently until I put to bed. So risk assessment, like I said in my previous video, is whereby your employers assess the risks that you are likely to encounter while doing your job. So there are risks of you carrying, when you're lifting people and everything, it hurts your back and everything. So when they do a risk assessment, they will evaluate if you can do this job or not. If there are some jobs that you cannot do, you can still tell them, oh, I think if I do this job, it's going to affect me, or this period I'm allergic to cats, I can't go to a client that has a hat cat or anything. So you can just like tell them and they will evaluate it and see if it's a risk to you. I went further to say I would like to go for my maternity leave as well. I know I can take up to 52 weeks leave, but I don't want to stay away for that long. So I just let them know that I can take up to 52 weeks, which you are entitled to, but they can only pay you for the first 33 weeks. So the remaining weeks out of the 52 weeks, you are not going to pay for that. So they only pay you for the first 33 weeks. I went further to say that I intend on starting my maternity leave. I stated the date I wanted to start my maternity leave, and also the date I intend on resuming back to work. That's when I'm ready though. Then I also wrote that I am aware that I can take days off for hospital appointment. What this means is that if you are pregnant and you're working, you are entitled to go for your hospital appointment. So what they did was that when I told them about my pregnancy and everything, they told me that whenever I want to go to my hospital appointment, I should send my appointment letter to my line manager so that she can be able to like create like a schedule in between for me to go for my appointment and also come back. So if I have an appointment for 9 o'clock in the morning, I don't think I will start my call by 9 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I will have to wait for a later shift to make that my morning will be free. So my shift may start like 1 or 2 so that I can have time to go to my appointment and also come back, and you still get paid while you go for your maternity appointment. I also wrote that I want to know more about keeping in touch policy of the company and if I can do that before I resume work fully. So keeping in touch policy is like it's not really like a policy, but they do it. Most companies do it. I think the NHS do it as well. It means that you can come to work, 10 days before you resume fully, meaning that maybe if I'm tired at home, I just said, okay, I want to pick up a shift. I can call them and tell them if they have a shift available for me, then I can go and do the shift. But by the time I do it 10 times, the 11th one, I'm meaning that I have resumed fully. So that's what I meant by keeping in touch policy, so that you don't go rusty or something. So you have to you just want to go and just refresh yourself and keep yourself busy while you are still on maternity leave. They'll pay you for that, but by the 11th day that you're going back fully. That's what keeping in touch policy means. I went further and said that I would like to take my 28 days annual leave at once in the month of May so that I can have time to rest before my surgery. I told them I was having a surgery done because of my history of preeclampsia and my previous pregnancy. And I also went further to let them know that I will keep them informed. I'll keep you informed of any change as I progress, and I will continue working. Kindly find attached a copy of my Mat B1 form from my midwife, which shows my due date. If you need any information or anything I need to do, please let me know. Many thanks. So that's like the full email I sent to them. I knew I touched like specific parts of everything I need to cover, and I sent the mail to them and they responded. And they told me things I need to do, things I need to be aware of and everything, and we had a meeting done. So if you're in a situation like this, you can take a clue from what I wrote. I know it was not really that comprehensive, and but it's like a guide for you to know what to write and how to approach it. Nobody's going to call you out for being pregnant while you start working. That was what I've learned. So far your employers are going to be supportive because they're not going to discriminate against you. So if you feel you are being discriminated against because you're pregnant, you just have to let them know. And anybody that does something to you that's regarding your baby and everything, nobody's supposed to harass you for being pregnant on the job. They have rules that cover you, rules that guide you, rules that protect you against all those forms of discrimination. So don't be afraid, don't panic, don't feel confused, don't cry, don't do anything. It's a blessing. So let's celebrate the blessing. Inform your employer in due time, because I did my own at 20 weeks. So you can do yours at 20 weeks. At 20 weeks, meaning that you have already worked for 5 months already. That's if you come and discovered immediately as you start your job. But if you're already on the job, it's easy. Just inform your employer, either inform through the email, or if you work in a care home or in a hospital setting, you can just go to your line manager's office or your manager's office and inform them. So there's no big deal about it. Everybody is going to be all right. Everybody's going to be happy with you, and the most important thing is you and your baby are safe. So hope this helped you in one way or the other. If you're yet to subscribe to join my beautiful channel, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscription button, turn on your post notifications so that you'll be the first to know when I upload any other video. If you have any questions regarding maternity, pregnancy, working and the job and everything, please send me a message on my Instagram page, and I'm really willing to help. In my next video, bye.
Until I make it real and all I see is